Alright guys, it is Monday, March 1st, 2021 at 12:36 a.m. Alright, happy March 1st. Hopefully this month is good for everybody. Alright, let's take a look at what I have here on Twitter. We have, and just like that, war is back on the menu, praying for peace and wisdom at this time, because Lord knows we need it. That I posted on the 25th after bombing had started because of the things that were happening in the Middle East. Alright, let's take a look here at NBC News. It says, a chunk of ice 20 times bigger than the Manhattan has broken off at the Brunt ice shelf in Antarctica. A chunk of ice 20 times bigger than Manhattan has broken off the Brunt ice shelf in Antarctica, scientists from the British Antarctic Survey first reported. So it's a big image there of a long crack in the ice shelf. Alright, next from BBC News World. In pictures, Mount Etna eruption lights up Sicily's night sky. It's getting pretty spooky out there for what Mount Etna is doing in Sicily and Italy. Please pray for the people of that area dealing with that volcano. Alright, also, volcano, it's a different language, but it looks like Russian volcano. It looks pretty spooky, but I just wanted to share the image of it. Pray for the people that live next to this volcano and having to deal with this area. There's a lot of volcanoes going off in the world right now, and we need the prayer for the people who live close to them. Alright, it says here from Mark Torello, it's 20 days until the start of spring. So it's good news, spring is coming, warmer weather, people don't have to deal with the harsh cold as much. Alright, next, it's from Space Weather Live. A minor G1 geomagnetic storm has reached us at 3:59 UTC time. So that's why you see the aurora borealis there, because a G1 geomagnetic storm is being observed, or it's affecting the planet. Alright. Also, Sacha Baron Cohen wins Best Comedy Actor Globe for Borat. So Borat, or Sacha Baron Cohen, won that in the Golden Globes. Alright. Let's take a look and see what else we have. Serious flooding situation continues to unfold from portions of Arkansas to West Virginia as slow-moving downpours persist across the region tonight. So that happened an hour ago. We're having rain happening across. Let's take a look at the image so you guys can see the weather better. We're from Shreveport, Little Rock through Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, Charleston, Parkersburg, and Columbus. Please pray for the people there going through these storms, the possibility of flooding and tornadoes, you never know. So please pray for the people there. Alright, next, a 5.5 earthquake strikes Vanuatu 12 minutes ago. That's kind of big. And also a moderate earthquake of magnitude 4.5 reported 98 kilometers south of Japan. So we're getting a couple of earthquakes there. Alright, let's take a look at the stories. We have Israel strikes Syria in response to Iranian attack on Israeli commercial ship. Syrian state television is reporting new Israeli airstrikes against the capital of Damascus on Sunday. Sana State News said that Syrian air defenses were active in response to an Israeli aggression in the vicinity of Damascus after explosions were heard above the capital, according to Reuters. The strike was reportedly near the international airport, while the Israeli military has yet to confirm or deny the airstrikes, which is typical of such attacks which have occurred almost on a weekly basis for much part of the year. Israeli public broadcast is now saying in response to the Iranian attack on an Israeli ship near the Gulf of Oman this weekend. So please pray for the people in Israel and the people having to deal with any bombing at all in the Middle East. Prayers are also important for that, to hopefully bring peace and tranquility to the area. Alright, next. Sir ERCOT members resign after catastrophic Texas blackouts during winter storm. So the ERCOT members who had the power running resigned. It says 6 board members of the Texas power grid operator have resigned after last week's blackouts left millions of people without electricity in brutal winter weather. The board chairwoman and vice chairwoman of Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT, along with 2 other board members, issued a joint statement Tuesday announcing their intention to resign after a board meeting on Wednesday, according to a filing with the Texas Public Utility Commission. To allow the state leaders a free hand with future direction and to eliminate distractions, we are resigning from the board effective after our urgent board teleconference meeting adjourns on Wednesday, February 24th, 2021, this statement said. So it says the letter was signed by Chairwoman Sally Talberg, Vice Chairman Pete Crampton, Finance and Audit Committee Chairman Terry Berger, and Human Resources and Governance Committee Chairman Raymond Hepper. Alright, so those people are resigning because of what was happening and the running of the power blackouts, of the company. Totally understand and totally agree with it. Alright, next. 8-year-old starts charity to help homeless children. It says Jared Leone, Cox Media Group National Contact Desk. An 8-year-old started her own charity to help homeless children after learning about the social issues from her family. So it says Peter Anderson first found out about homelessness through her family. It was my uncle, Mother Letitia Anderson, said she was homeless for a while and she started doing research. She was like, oh my gosh, there's homeless children. She did her own research and was like, I have to find a way to help. So she did. Peyton formed Eye of a Child and started selling t-shirts and crayons with the proceeds benefiting shelters housing children and their families. I learned there were also homeless children, more than 2.5 million children. Children that are just like me and that are homeless, Peyton said. I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not happening. So there you see a picture there of Peyton helping and trying to start a thing to help homeless children, and that's awesome. She says she recently donated $500 to Joy House, a women's shelter in Milwaukee, for her birthday and at Christmas. She asked for toy donations to the shelter instead of gifts as well. To have someone so young excited to be giving to individuals that are less fortunate than she is awesome. I'm hoping that it can be something that spreads. Aurelia, director of shelter, told WISN. The money will go towards several things: meals, a birthday party, toys, and the needs that families might have. Any needs that a family might have. Peyton said she next plans to raise $1,000 for another women's shelter. So please pray for this child and the group or the program she's starting to help homeless children. That is a blessed and beautiful idea and great thing to help others. Alright guys, hit like and subscribe for more news, and God bless you guys. Please pray for each other at these difficult times, because just by looking at the news and looking at all the information that I'm seeing lately, it looks like the world is either going crazy or there's a lot of stuff that's happening. So please pray for each other, take care of each other, have God watch over you. Alright guys, see you next time. God bless.